Hello everybody, this is Dana with the Freedom Please channel and essenceofme.com. I'm coming to you all today with a cast off video. I'm not going to even tell you what the other week it is supposed to be posted on. I'm going to just, deem these my cast off crew updates. Okay, so I've told you all over the last couple of videos that I am in the process of finishing my work, stuff that I've already started, or just taking them apart, which is one of the bags that I showed you all a while ago. I think I'm gonna have to take that back apart. But I'm trying my best to get rid of or finish off my little projects that are just started here and there, because I have some plans that I want to work on for the fall. In the process, it also has meant me being able to clean. One of the things I've been working on too is cleaning up my stash and getting rid of some things because I'm transitioning in some places when it comes to my yarn and my yarn choices. So I wanted some of that to be gone. Also, I've been working on some samples. I'm not going to show all of my samples in the videos because a lot of them are really just for me to test different yarns, needle sizes, and things like that. I've been having a really great time this summer learning about different fibers and different types of yarns and utilizing different size of needles for knitting, because I think with crochet I kind of always take it as a given that if I look at something and I start making it, I know what needle size, what hook size I want to use. So with knitting, I've been having a lot of fun just exploring what different needle sizes does to a project so that some of my instincts when it comes to knitting is a little bit fresher and on point for where I feel like I want to be. Before I get into this, I'm going to let you know we have a house full of kids. So you may hear kids, you may hear a dog, but hey, I'm getting this up. What else? Also, I wanted to let you all know as a reminder right now, I'm taking a viewer survey, and the video at some point or another has popped up in the corner, and I'm just asking, or one of these corners, I don't know, asking that you complete the reader survey. And once I receive 100 submissions of people, because some of them have duplicated for no fault of the actual submitter, but because of the number of characters, um, once I receive 100 responses from 100 people, that's when that is going to close. So if it's still open at this time, I'd love to receive your responses for those questions, and it will help me in some of my plans for the fall videos that I have coming up for my channel. With all of that said, let's get into it. I have a few projects, actually 3, to show you today. The first one that I'm going to show you is this. In the video, I will put a link to it in the description box with the reader survey, and I think that was it. I wore this. It is a head wrap. This was it's called a soul child head wrap. I cannot remember the lady's name, so forgive me, that created or just uploaded this pattern, or she shared it here on or shared it on YouTube. But this is based on her pattern. Now, I've made a couple of these. I really enjoyed them, but there were some things that I did not like about them, and so this one actually has some modifications, and I'm gonna just show you the modifications. I put these on the end. I also did a decrease, like more of a tapered end, and I'll tell you all why. I also made an alteration to the front, and you see here where I, instead of it being double crochet, I did, I believe it was singles. I actually made the modifications while I was making it, according to some issues that I had when I was wearing my other ones. I did a change to the back here, and I also added elastic. So what happens, and I'm so glad I wore it in that video because I'm not going to smush my hair. But what the reason why I made the modifications is, number one, when you wear it on your head, adding the single crochets across the front made it to have a better a grip around the front of your head so that it would not slide. I'm a person that has very fine hair, so when I would wear the Soul Child wrap, Even though it's not heavy, it would have a tendency to slide. So I wanted to have a little more grip and a little more shape across the front. The other thing that I did was I added this little change here in the back. Now, it actually has a dip, but the reason why I did that is because with the original design, the top actually kind of had like a little point where it was kind of elfish. And so, even though this has an indentation, when you put it on and you get ready to wrap around, it actually will give you a smooth lay on the top of your head so that when you wrap it, it will lay really nicely. The elastic that I added to the back here is actually 2 rows of single crochets, and I added elastic into it. And what that does is with this and the elastic in the back, it adds for a nice solid grip. It doesn't do any moving around. You don't have to worry about if you know, some people don't like having a wrap going over their ears, because if you have a wrap going over your ears, that actually stabilizes the head wrap, but everyone doesn't like that. So they may put it behind their ears. Well, that may give it a tendency to slide back. Having the elastic here, it actually gives you a really nice grip, and it makes the wrap secure. Lastly, what I did is I tapered the ends, and I actually tapered the ends on 2 different lengths. This was a chain stitch, and this is a row, a chain stitch with slip stitches attached to it. And what I did for these is, for these, I did these because when you put the head wrap on and you wrap it in a bun, the you really should do this side first. It's thick, and when you wrap it around the bun, it'll actually go into the dent in the crevices between the bun and the head wrap, and it will let you have a secure wrap. So that when you wrap the other side, and then you have this, the length of this chain will allow you to wrap around your bun like once or twice, so that you are got a nice, tight, snug fit without it being heavy. That's the great thing I like about this design, and without it it being hot, which is another thing that I like about this design. So this was everything else for the most part was based on the tutorial that she did here on YouTube. The other modifications are just things that I've been thinking about over time of wearing my other one, and I just love it. So I am planning to make me several more for the colder months and for the winter months. So that's the first one, and I'm gonna look for the tutorial. If I find the tutorial, I will put it in the description box. Okay, so if you see that yarn, I was again getting rid of the yarn that I had left over, and I made another one of these bags. I showed you all the first version of this bag was an all burgundy bag. My sister came over, and my bag went out the door with her. So I needed to fix another one, make another one, because this is my errand bag. I'm going to show this bag to you, and what's great about this is because I did it in color versus it being all one color, you can actually see more of the design. So I'm going to show this to you. First of all, here was the remainder of this variegated color, which is the same as the color that is in this blanket. Between this and the Soul Child wrap, that was one skein, one, like a 7-ounce skein, I think it was. Or it's probably less because it was variegated, but you know, just a nice size skein. So here we go. And this is Granny Square. I think it's like 13 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, 13 rows. It was 13 rounds. I'm sorry, 13 rounds. And here's the sides. And then because I ran out of that yarn, I found another that, you know, this chocolate brown and the tan that matches with this, even though it's kind of hard to see. And here are the handles. And then I ran out of the chocolate brown, and this handle I had to go with all tan. So I'm going to show you what this bag looks like on. And you could do the tan side or the chocolate side. There you go. And as you can probably see, it is extremely roomy. And yeah, the straps are really nice and strong. And that is the second piece. The last piece is not done, but I'm almost done. And I'm going to have to be very careful because I'm still working on it. This is being made with the sugars and cream cotton. And it's funny because this week all of my pieces are almost this exact same color scheme, and I didn't realize it until I was setting up to do this video. This is the peaches and cream. I don't see the name of the color. Oh, Sea Breeze. It's called Sea Breeze. So here we go. Wait, I'm still attached. And here it is. This is the bag. And right now, here's the top. I'm working on the strap. Really nice and thick. I've fallen in love with the split single crochet, and so that's what I've been using for this strap, which is really good. um I usually, and this is going to be, yeah, I have a couple more minutes. When it comes to straps, I told you all about straps before and how I kind of just did different things to test the straps. I usually do not like doing straps like this. And what I mean by this is that you are working your rows back and forth so that when you actually attach it to your bag, it will pull in on your stitches vertically. You will have a lot more strength if you do it, I guess technically it will be horizontally, and work your rows left to right, and that will then become your strap. Because when you go, it's hard to describe. When you do it this way, when you've gone left to right, how do I describe that? I'm sorry. When you go, when I guess it's more like doing it like the short rows, but you're doing more rows. So let's say you have, this is 10 stitches, and you may do it for 50 rows. Okay, your strap actually will have less. It will be less secure and stretch more when you're ready to carry it because it's pulling against the stitches. It's better if you were to do a chain of, let's say, 100 and then go for 5 rows. If you wanted the pretty, not the equivalent, I mean, or go for 10 rows if you wanted the equivalent of the thickness of this strap. Because when you put the strap across your body or you put it on your shoulder, you would actually be going against the pull, if that makes any sense. um, if you look at this strap, that's the way that I did this strap. So I worked, I don't remember the number. I did it according to the bag. I went across and actually, and then I actually did these in strips. I just went back and forth and did 2 of them and then attached them and then worked around it to work it all into one piece. But the actual strap will have less give when you're ready to, when you put the items inside of your bag and it has the weight of the items in your bag versus this strap. Or this strap, what I'm doing to help secure it and to maybe alleviate some of the stretch that may happen is, number one, I'm doing a split single crochet, and number two, when I finish it, I'm going to do stitches around it, going back to my original thought of being, going more horizontal versus vertical. If you have any questions about that, put it in the comment section because um, it's easier to show you than it is to explain. But I found that after making all these bags this summer that it makes a big difference in the sturdiness and the durability of your bag. Especially because with my bags, I use them a lot when whether I'm doing errands or I'm carrying things like magazines, and when I go to mailbox or go to the store, go to the crafting store, things are really kind of heavy. And so if you want to make something that will have a lasting effect and you will be able to use over and over again, that, how you do your strap construction is important. I think especially since these bags, I have not lined them. Lining them would help as well, but everybody doesn't want to take the additional time to line them. And for example, with this bag, it's just fine without the lining. I carry large items. I wouldn't have, like, let's say, a hook or something in there unless it was in a bag anyway. So I wouldn't have to worry about that. Um, that's it for this week. Let me know if you have any comments, questions, or concerns. Please take the time to complete the reader survey or the watcher survey. I will greatly appreciate it. Also, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, as well as watching the other videos from the Cast Off crew members. As always, I appreciate your support, and I think that's it. So, I will see you all hopefully sooner than later. Take care and have a great day. Goodbye.